I've been practicing law for 25 years. And so my first mediation as an attorney was a long time ago. And I remember I went into mediation and it was a totally different experience because as a trial lawyer, you're used to being a very adversarial arena where you're advocating for your client and fighting for your client, and the other side is doing the exact same thing. You go into mediation, one client and lawyers in one room, the other client and lawyers in another room, and the mediator's going back and forth. And I take off my advocate hat, and so does the other attorney. And the mediator, they're not wearing a judge's hat because they're not the judge. They're a mediator. They're for the deal. And so it really surprised me how it was just a whole different experience, and you got to really see the benefit of it because you could take out all the theater that is going to a trial and people trying to, whether it's the lawyer trying to press a client or the lawyer trying to press other lawyers or potential clients in the room, or the client trying to score points for getting a dig in on their soon-to-be spouse in a trial. This is just people being open and honest because it's all confidential and it can't be used later on at a trial. People speaking freely about what they really want and what their real motives are. And they can say, well, I would do this today, and that can't be used against them later on if it doesn't settle. You can offer your best deal. You can hold out an olive branch and not have it used against you. Now, as a mediator, one of the things that I thought was pretty cool is that as the mediator, and I'm a Rule 31 listed mediator, you get to know the secrets in each room. So I get to know what the spouse in one room really cares about versus what the spouse in the other room really cares about. But I don't have to divulge those secrets in the other room, and I can't divulge them if each side tells me not to. But I can know that this is what this party wants and this is what this party wants, and maybe they're two different things. So maybe through the mediation, as the mediator, I can help them both achieve what their number one goal is, and they walk out of there with a win-win. Instead of when you go to trial, there tends to be somebody that feels like a winner and somebody that feels like a loser, or oftentimes both sides feel like they lost because they had some sort of a court ruling or order thrust on them, and this judge has only had a few minutes or a few hours or even a few days, depending on the length of the trial, to learn everything about those parties, everything about their children, and try to come up with a decision that those parties and their children have to live with for the next however many years. I think that the parties, the parents of the children, know what's in each of their best interest and the best interest of their children. And if they're reasonable and if they put the children's best interest first, they ought to be able to get there through mediation. And the mediator's job is to help them do that by any means necessary, by sharing or not sharing whatever will help foster a